Your court television news starting now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a Wednesday morning breaking news announcement here on the NJCourts TV channel. Oh, and I just spit a little piece of pizza on my screen. I'm sorry if you saw that fly out. I am your host, NJCourts, and welcome, everybody. We've got a pretty informative little show this morning. First off, I'm going to break some information or news regarding yesterday's release of Charles Marlowe. So, spoiler alert, if you didn't already know, he has been released. I did post on the community tab yesterday. Last bit of information or my update was that the judge had allowed a $5,000 surety bond, was going to be allowing Charles to be bonded out on a $5,000 surety bond. It appears that somebody did pay for it. We'll get into all those details. And he has been released. The reason I've been able to confirm his release is, one, you can't find him in the in custody search when you search the jail that he was previously at. Second, he's posted an Instagram message or post, which is what I post as my thumbnail, showing that he's Bach, spelled with the CH. I don't know if he did that on purpose or to be cool, but either way, we're going to talk about it. Also, if you took a look at this morning's calendar, we had a bunch of court dates go on. And if you're going to sit there and go, NJ, did you get any of them? Or are we going to watch them live? I hate to break it to you. No, I did not. Unfortunately, I failed. I had some things of my own personal life to take care of this morning and wasn't able to even try to see if any of those hearings were live. Now, out of the two, I would say I probably could have maybe found Hampton Brandon's hearing live, and that would have been interesting to see how his jury trial was going to start. But I almost have a feeling that it isn't going to go to a jury trial. I almost have a feeling that most likely he probably took a plea deal today. But either way, we can check up on ABZ. We can check up on Hampton Brandon. Trina Golden had a scheduling conference, which tomorrow she will be sentenced. I think today is just more to talk to the lawyers and make sure everything's in line for her sentencing. But either way, we'll read the notes if they've been updated. Yesterday, also, Justin, a.k.a. Public Enemy, a.k.a. Vegan Patriots' old little pal from back in the days, if you guys remember. He was also the individual most recently that got in some type of incident that got him burned pretty bad, where he was in the hospital for a few weeks, if you guys remember. He's obviously out of the hospital. He's been out for a while, but he still has his case that was scheduled yesterday. So I will check in. Yesterday when I checked in the afternoon, they didn't have anything updated on the website, but I'll see if they have any updated now. So as far as us having any live court coverage, I apologize. We won't have any of that today. Hopefully maybe the next case. Now, tomorrow's scheduling hearing, I doubt I'm going to be able to show that. If you guys been following the Trina Golden case, we've tried many of times to get on there. And unfortunately, the judge, for whatever reason, does not allow us to even sit in on that hearing. So I doubt I'm going to be able to get in. But I will try. I will try to see if I can get in and at least sit in on the sentencing hearing tomorrow. I'm going to try to attempt to write an email this morning. I know it's last minute, but just to see if they'll allow me to sit in tomorrow's hearing as a Zoom attendee. But either way, even if we don't, they'll be updating those, internet notes, case notes, and we can certainly see what she was sentenced to tomorrow, assuming that goes down the way it is. Give me a second just to kind of get organized. Like I said, I kind of had a busy morning, so I apologize, but I did want to go over at the very least an update on what happened with the Charles Marlowe case yesterday. Had a lot of people reach out to me, and yesterday, I apologize, I would have gone live in the evening or even at lunchtime, but I was out of town. So like I said, I've been busy doing a lot of personal stuff. That's all been handled, so hopefully we'll have a great rest of the week, and I can pay more attention to our calendar and hopefully get you some live footage from these next upcoming cases. In the meantime, I want to say good morning to everybody. VA website updating is slow. It is, but actually, no, they're not. They actually updated their, if you're talking about Virginia Beach, they actually got everything updated yesterday. Now, what is weird and what threw a lot of people off is on every single one of those cases, because, they have it as kind of the same case, but each charge has got its own case number. The dates for his next hearing are kind of different. The outcome or disposition info is kind of all different, which you wouldn't imagine it would be because it was the same case. So we're going to look at all that together. But to speak on their half, they did have it updated yesterday. Sometimes I've seen some sites take up to 36 hours, or not 36, 48, excuse me, not a day and a half, 2 days to update. But they had the information by yesterday's end of day, that's for sure. As a matter of fact, they had it by afternoon is when I was looking at it. So there is technically a scheduled court hearing for April, and you'll see that here in a bit. But breaking news, if you didn't already know, Charles has been released. It's my understanding, and that's why I wanted to bring you guys in chat and speak about it a bit, is that he has been released on the conditions of having to wear a GPS monitoring bracelet ankle thing, the ankle monitors, and is also supposedly has to remain in the supervision or under the supervision. And I would imagine probably may not even be allowed to leave the home of his parents, is my understanding. So he's kind of on like a home type of probation or home arrest and house arrest. There you go. And has also got an ankle monitor, kind of like similar with what was going on with Trina when she had been bonded out the first time. Trina Golden, if you guys remember that. So, as a matter of fact, I even reached out to Marissa, aka Sunset City, yesterday. I don't know if she's in chat or not or listening, but she got back to me. I just asked her. I'll read you exactly what I DM'd her. Let's see here. Let me find her on here. There it is. But I said this. Hello, Marissa. So everyone has reached out to me this morning about an update on what happened with Charles' hearing this morning. It's my understanding you did a live this morning talking about what happened. I wanted to see if you wanted to make a statement as to what happened today that I can share on my channel. Thank you, NJ. So she got back to me yesterday, evening time, and she replied, "Hi, Charles got out on bond today. He will find out more of what his guidelines are in the following days, but they include drug and alcohol monitoring." Okay, so that's from her own words. Now, the information I got about the GPS and him supposedly having to remain at house arrest at his parents, that was information that was passed on to me through the DMs by supposedly stuff that she had said on her own live stream that I guess she had as a members only stream yesterday morning. So I know a lot of people weren't able to watch that. I obviously wasn't able to watch it, but it's my understanding she spoke a little bit about his release conditions during that stream, and that's where that information came from. Again, I don't know if it's necessarily correct, but as time goes, or once I can get my hands on some of that paperwork, if it's not going to be available online, as far as the release conditions, we'll find out soon what they are, if we don't already today. Is what I think I was trying to say. Sorry, I'm still trying to get kind of awake and drinking some milk and getting this day started. What up, Zen? But in the meantime, I want to say hello to everybody. That's what I was going to start. Scum A says, maybe you can explain what I did to get banned, but I've always supported you. Shout out to NJ and all his mods keeping the First Amendment alive on YouTube. Scum A, you're not banned, so I don't know what you're talking about. But good morning to you. Good morning, Zen. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning, Cat Crazy. Good morning, Super Roofer. Good morning, Karn. Good morning, Aphrodite. Good morning, Ace Man. Good morning, Sicilian. I think I already said good morning, but just in case I didn't. Good morning, DJ Darren. Roofer, what up? Dawson, good morning. Good morning to all my mods. Good morning to all the members of the jury. We've got Mark Miller, who was first in chat. And if I didn't get a chance to say good morning to you or I missed you, I apologize. What up, Zen? And I think I already said hello to Zen, but if I forgot, good morning. Good morning, Patriots Pillow. All right. Zegsy. What is Zegsy? What up, No Mercy Sheep? All right. So I think we got all the good mornings out of the way. So let's get started. Let's see here. What did I want to share today? He has a reel showing him driving to Virginia Beach this morning on Insta. Well, I don't think he's got anything that may permit him not to drive. But what I was shocked by was this. Let me share this with you. I wouldn't necessarily say shocked, but it was just kind of one of those things that I guess I expected but didn't. And let me just post this really quick, and then you might kind of catch my drift here. I wanted to share with you I know he's posted on his YouTube channel, Marloverse, that he's back, but he posted on Instagram a picture of him. And I wanted to share that with you. All right. What up, Cat Crazy? Thank you so much. Cat Crazy just gifted 5 memberships to the NJCourts jury. So welcome to our 5 new members of the jury. And Cat Crazy, thank you for getting us started with that 5 membership donation. This gavel slam goes out to you. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gavels if you got them, please. And welcome to our new jury members. Enjoy those new emojis you get to spam. And speaking of emojis, I got to update them. Sorry, again, I had a really kind of rough start to the month, so I didn't have a lot of time. When I say rough, it's not a bad start. It's just I had a lot of things to do on the personal side instead of the channel side, so I still haven't had a chance to update the emojis. So I will update those for December. We're going to get some holiday emojis appropriate for the holiday coming up. Christmas time, don't forget. That's why I got my little Grinch hat on. Oh, and if you're peeping some of my merch today, I want to share out and shout out the Find the Good company. They are a clothing company that donates their proceeds to mental illness, whether it's organizations that help with that or they've got their own thing going on. That's why they're called Find the Good. Second, they're also a company that is modeled by our own mod, Dawson. Okay. So if you're interested in one of these awesome hoodies, and let me tell you more about it, just not only says Find the Good there. It's kind of like I'm taking a shit in India. But hopefully you guys can see the big Find the Good in the back, which is what I like. Also, this fucking hoodie is so warm and is very thick. It's a high-quality hoodie. So if you're curious or you want to get your own for Christmas time, please talk to Dawson. She can drop that link for her store, and you can find one of these Find the Good hoodies. But thank you, Dawson, for my hoodie. I love it. And shout out to Find the Good. They're a good company. That's why I'm wearing this, to help support them. All right. That was my little commercial. Let me share with you the picture. All right. Thank you guys for being patient with me this morning. There we go. So, this is what he posted on Instagram, letting all his followers know that he is back out of jail. Does this look familiar? Does this not remind you of Ski Mask Andy literally getting out of jail and with 3% of battery left on his cell phone, trying to pop a live stream on just so he can go, I'm back! I'm back! Ski Mask wins! Toad Army's back! Okay, I only got 2% left. I gotta go. Oh, don't forget, can you guys cash at me? Okay, what would you do? Let me ask you something. What would you do if you just got out of jail? Especially, I'll hand it to Charles here, because versus Ski Mask could just spend a fucking night in jail. Charles here had to spend just maybe a month or so. What would you do if you just got fresh out of jail? It's my question. Would you post something like this? I don't know. I just find that very just narcissistical and just kind of shows me that, man, did this person really learn anything while they were in jail? Hopefully they're going to stay off the drugs, because here's something that I want people to understand. Let me take this mug off of there. I think you guys prefer this beautiful face here. But just kidding. Anyways, something that you need, this individual needs to take seriously, and I hope you guys understand this, is when you're released like that on bond, you have to follow conditions, especially when your charges that you're facing have to do with like DV-related charges, maybe drug-related charges. They're going to be pretty strict on your conditions, okay, as far as you being released, because it's a liability, all right, the court's taking, and the bonding company, all right? So they want to make sure you're going to stay straight, at least while you're out on bond. Now, they're most likely going to be testing this guy or doing drug screens. I don't know if they're going to do it weekly, daily, monthly, whatever, while he's out. He can't get in any trouble, okay? So if this person's prone to get in trouble, which don't forget, they're also facing, in addition to charges, 3 charges having to do with an incident in October, they're also facing a misdemeanor battery, or excuse me, I don't even know if it's a misdemeanor or felony, but for sure I know it's a assault and battery charge on a family member stemming from an incident in September, if I'm not mistaken. So they've got quite a bit of charges lined up against them right now. Okay, it's not looking good. All right, so they're really lucky that they were allowed to be bonded out, one. But they've got to make sure that they don't fuck up one bit. All right. And I'm sorry to say, this is just my personal opinion, just speaking on my behalf. When I see something like this, it just screams out to me, shouts out to me right away, NJ, this guy is not going to follow the conditions. Now, maybe I'm just over-guessing things. Maybe I'm being too much of a devil's advocate. So what? Sue me. But yeah, I would shower too. I definitely would shower. I definitely would go get some food. If I had a girlfriend, or, you know, if you're a girl, or I guess it doesn't matter these days, whatever you prefer, I would find my other partner. Let's just use that word. Probably get a little bump, chicka bump, bum, going on. That's just me, I'd have to smoke a J if I could. Now he can't. He's got to follow those drug screens. Okay, so he can't. He can smoke tobacco. But it sounds like, and again, based on what Marissa said, aka Sunset City 13, in her DM to me, she said, I quote, he will find out more of what his guidelines are in the following days, but they include, so they already know this, they include drug and alcohol monitoring. So I hope somebody that's already had issues with, trying to stay off of drugs and with, and having the mishaps, what do they call those again? Relapses and all that stuff. I hope really being out is going to prevent them from not getting into those situations. But me personally, if I know I'm going to be facing a lot of those things and I am not 100% rehabilitated, I probably would stay in jail, man. You know what I mean? Because again, if I know that I'm prone to get in trouble, it's just asking for trouble for me to be out on the streets. I know I'm going to, probably going to run back and do that or whatever that he was on, or, you're a violent individual. You got anger issues. You're prone to get violent again. You're probably better staying in jail. And don't forget, time served is time served. Okay. So if they, once it comes to sentencing time, if you're even sentenced, if they sentence you to jail, if you've done already enough time to be served, then you're not even going to go, you're going to be released that day. All right. Or you may have a few days to serve. But I honestly, just like Ski Mask, for example, guy definitely, since the last time he's been out of jail, have you seen an improvement from the guy? No. As a matter of fact, it's been the complete opposite. Okay. Since the last time he got out of jail, now he's got another warrant, and now he's facing new charges, including threatening acts of violence to his parents. Oh, and don't forget, he's got 2 restraining orders that were filed against him from his parents. That's what happened the last time he got out of jail. So that's just the example I'm trying to show you here, okay? Again, not the same people, but when I see this shit of literally the same day you get out, posting something like this, it just gives me those Ski Mask vibes. So I wish Charles, I wish Marissa the best. By all means, if you guys are listening to this, I'm not trying to bag down on you. Just sharing some of my opinion. Like I said, I wish you the best. Obviously, the courts have decided that, in their opinion, you should be allowed to be bonded out and are not a liability to the community at this moment. But just please keep in mind that while you're out, you are on some very, very strict conditions. And if you fail to adhere to those conditions, it's not going to be good. All right. So that's enough of that. So there's your breaking news. Oh, one other thing. Let me share. Oh, actually, how can I share this with you guys? I think I might have to email it to myself. Oh, no, I did it as a community post. Just in case you didn't have a chance to see the community post from yesterday, let me share that with you. How do I do this? Oh, yeah, I got to go pull it up. Sorry, I'm still waking up, man. All right, here we go. I can share this. All right, here you go. So this was the community post I shared yesterday. Now, if you attempt to do an inmate search now, obviously you're not going to see this information, okay? So it's a good thing that I was able to put it as a community post. But I just want to refer to this because this is where it did give us a little information about his bond, okay? So if you're curious just to see where I got that, that was from here. And I posted again this yesterday on the community tab if you want to go back and refer to it. But you will see right here where I've highlighted, and I'll even zoom in a bit if I can. There's the new information that was updated as far as his case. This is just on the booking info. I'll show you here in a second. We'll go to his case information, which again, you guys can access online. That does show he's got a hearing set for sometime in April next year. But a lot of the information does look confusing. So we'll see if they've updated anything anymore, or at least maybe I can help de-escalate some of that confusion. But either way, this is where I got the information about his surety bond. Surety, potato. You can see right there, $5,000. At the time, he hadn't been bonded out yet. That's why his booking information was still available. And then, of course, I would imagine sometime yesterday evening is when he was released. I don't know the exact time that Instagram post went out, but I know it was the evening time. Am I being a Grinch, Dawson? All right. Let me change up a bit. Let's take the Grinch hat off. I think the Grinch hat is what's making me a Grinch this morning because I feel like I've got that Grinch attitude. Trying to de-Grinchify myself. All right, here we go. So there's your update as far as the Brandon Marlowe, or is Charles Marlowe. I don't know why the fuck I always think Brandon. Charles Marlowe Crematus, a.k.a. Marloverse, as he's known to his viewers. I'm grumpy as fuck this morning. All right, well, at least you gave me a laugh now. All right, I'll try to de-grumpify myself. Woo! Okay, I almost dropped that. So, moving on. Oh, yeah, let's look at his case information really quick. That's what I wanted to show you guys. You know what it is I don't like to be unorganized. I think that's what gets me a little grumpy in the mornings. And I feel like today I was kind of unorganized, especially because I usually try my best to bring you guys the live videos from these hearings. And we had two of them that I could have tried. And even though I know one of them I probably wasn't going to be able to access, I think I could at least, like I did last time, access the Hampton Brandon hearing. But I don't think now, although they had it set for his jury trial starting today, I doubt that probably happened. Like I said, I think he probably took a plea deal. So maybe there wasn't going to be much to even see anyways. But either way, I still would have liked to bring you that. So I think that's what kind of got me grumpy is I feel like I failed my viewers. So I apologize. But let's see what we can find in the case information on all these people that had cases this morning. Maybe that'll make me feel a little bit better. But let's finish off here with the Brandon Marlowe update. Let me just pull up his info one more time here. Since I'm not ready. Charles, not Brandon. See? Damn it. There we go. Charles. I remember Charles. All right, here we go. So you guys should hopefully see this. Let me jump over here. Hey, have a good day, Cat Crazy. You stay safe. Thank you again for all your support. All right. So these top three, that you should see the arrow at 1, 2, 3. These are the newest cases or charges he's facing. They put each one with its own case number, but if you noticed on the left side before the first dash, it's got the same case number. They just separate the charge with the numbers next to it, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4. I don't even know if that's what it says there, but let me jump over here and we'll open one of these. We'll open all 3 of the charges, and then we're going to go down also and open up the one charge having to do with this case. That's the other assault and battery charge he's facing on a family member. And again, that's from the 9/23 offense date. The 3 charges we're going to be looking at now are from the 10/25 offense date. And again, these were the 3 charges he was facing as far as with his hearing yesterday, with stuff being done. So let's open up this first one at the top. Let's see what they've got. Oh, and let me open up the chat here on my phone so I can see what you guys are talking about. Okay. Oh, it looks like somebody's got Grunge Truck. Sorry to hear. Looks like you got an injury of some sort. Hopefully it'll get better, my friend. Injuries are never fun. So I wish you a speedy recovery. All right, so, not much. They don't give you too much case information here. Only thing I show here, so let's start from this first charge, right? This is what I wanted to show you, where I think it was getting a little confusing for some people that were looking at these. So you see they've got a hearing date set for April 14th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. They've got this set as a preliminary type hearing. And then they have nothing else as far as case information on this, okay? So then let's go back to his other second charge. Same case, just second charge. Number 2 of the 3 charges he's facing. Here, when we go to the hearing information, this one just shows yesterday's date, but doesn't show the new date in April like the other charge. So that's kind of weird. I don't know if that's just a typo, but I think that was getting people confused. It's like, what the fuck's going on? And then let's look at the third charge and see what that one says. We go to the third charge, and same thing here, like the second charge. It's showing yesterday's date of December 3rd, but you don't see anything as far as the new date they have, like we saw in the first charge of April 4th. And this one says this one was on December 3rd. This one is calling it I always say this wrong word. Let me slow it down. A judiciatory type of hearing. If we go to the second charge, it showed that one as a preliminary. And then it shows on the first charge, yesterday's hearing was a preliminary. But again, the first charge is the only one that shows the date of April 14th. Now, maybe they just put it there once because that's one of the 3 charges. But I would assume, just like the other charges, they all have the same dates that you would see this April 14th date. So I guess we'll find out more come that date. I will tell you, I am going to be submitting a FOIA request to get as much case information on this as available to the public. I am going to put a note that specifically I'm looking for the paperwork having to do with his bond conditions. I'd like to share that with you guys. But hopefully in that request, if I get it on time, we'll get a little bit more information as to what happened yesterday. And I'll see if maybe Marissa will come up for a third interview and fill us in, because it's my understanding that sounds like, based on her messages, that she was there in court. I don't know if she was or wasn't, but she seems to obviously know a lot more about what's going on. And I don't know if she was allowed to or is allowed to or did visit with Charles yesterday at his parents' home. I would imagine if she was allowed to, she would have at this point, because she's obviously made it clear. And I know this is going to be different from her original statement when we first interviewed her about not having any contact with him. But on our second interview with her, it did pretty much, I think we can all agree that she did pretty much make it clear that she was having contact with him, obviously through the calls that he was calling her on through jail, and did make it sound like, she was going to be giving him and the family her full support on getting him released. So I can't speak much on her behalf because she's not here, but I'll see if she can, wants to come up for another brief interview and fill us in. What up, Spear in the Sky Blue? What up, Coconut Cult? But like I said, I will be putting in a request to get a little bit more information about this, especially since it looks like our next hearing isn't until next year of some type. All right, so let's go look at some other paperwork. Let's go check on EBZ first and see if they've updated that. How much you want to bet that we're going to check on it and it's going to say continued again for like the 5th time now? If they continue this guy one more time, I give up on this case. All right, let's share this tab here. Make sure you guys can see. Oh, look it. Speak of the devil. What up, Sunset City 13? AK Marissa. I think if it's okay, I prefer to call you by Marissa. It's just easier. But welcome to the chat. I don't know if you want to come up and speak a bit, if you have some time or a minute or two. Or if you just want to address the chat in chat. But I think people are wondering, one, how Charles is doing, two, if you know the conditions of his release as of what happened yesterday, and three, have you had a chance to visit him? Those would be my first 3 questions. I will be able to talk some other time. That's perfectly fine. That's what I was actually trying to tell Chad earlier, is I was going to see about maybe seeing if you'd like to come up for another interview at some time. So it'd be appreciative. All right, so let's move on. But there's a little tad bit of an update from Marissa, and it sounds like she might be willing to come up for another interview. So hopefully she'll fill us in before the FOIA request comes in. Either way, like I said, I always like to fact check people. It's not that I don't believe them. It's just that's the way this channel works. We like to always present the public information or facts available to the public. All right. Let's move on here to, I think this will be a perfect segue. Oh yeah, we're looking at the Mr. Ebenezer Dippenshot, aka EBZ's case here, info. Oh, and that's what I took off the stage. Okay, sounds good, Sunset City 13, even though I said I was going to call you Marissa. Thank you. All right. So let's jump back over to Mr. EBZ's case info and see if anything's been updated from his hearing yesterday. Again, he is facing one charge of, and this is stemming from the incident, if you don't remember, now you do, from the Burger Planet slapping or alleged slapping incident or whatever you want to call it, punch, slap, assault. But either way, he's facing one charge of assault causing bodily injury. The offense date, believe it or not, was November 5th of last year. All right, so it's already been over a year since this incident happened. And like I said, I don't even think they've, other than a bond review, because he was arrested, remember? And I showed you that video. We actually brought the video of when EBZ was literally in his jail clothing, sitting there waiting for his bond hearing in front of the judge. So if you guys don't remember that, you may want to search for that video, but NJCourts TV was able to bring that to you live. I wasn't there in the courtroom, but I was able to catch it. But it looks like they have on here pretrial conference scheduled for December 4th, and I don't see any other updates. At least it doesn't say canceled yet. Like if you see noticed on the October 28th hearing, canceled. September 10th hearing, canceled. 11/29 of 2023, canceled. 11/9 of 2023, canceled. So I'm wondering if he finally got his pretrial conference in yet 1 year later. Now, don't forget, or like he likes to say, mind you, this individual was in Austin again for the Hunger Games. So if he claimed that, he can't travel or something having to do with, it's hard for him to get back to them, he was fine getting back there for the Ice Poseidon Hunger Games, which he was a contestant of. And then just right after that, which I think, and I can't say for exact, but I'm pretty sure it was around the time of one of these dates here that were canceled for whatever reason. He was in Vegas doing some other stuff there related to, I think, Ice Poseidon, or I think that was when that other big kick stream or whatever his name is was giving away a car. He was up there in Vegas doing stuff. So I don't see what makes it so hard for him to have to, make an appearance for his hearing when he makes all these appearances for streaming. But either way, he had a pretrial conference scheduled for today. Excuse me. I think I said yesterday. So that's probably why they haven't updated this yet. But who knows? Maybe it'll say canceled again and have a new rescheduled date, or maybe we'll find out exactly what happened. Now, I will say this. Being that Austin is pretty close to my location right now, if this hearing does get scheduled for a jury type of hearing or goes any further in the hearing process, I wouldn't mind putting this as one of the potential candidates. And when I say mind putting it up, we were talking about our last stream doing a poll because there's been a request by some of y'all for some live in-court camera footage. It's been a while. Our last time we did it was last March, March of 2024 for the, I think that was in March, for the MGL, the Michelle Sabate hearing, okay? So I said, well, we've got a lot of hearings. Why don't we put a poll out, was a suggestion from you guys, and see. Now, it's not still guaranteeing anything, but at least maybe get the thought process started of possibly attending one of those said hearings that you guys pick from all the different candidates that we have on this poll. So I believe that EBZ, as long as his case is going forth, would be a good candidate, just to put as a note, side note. But unfortunately, we may not have a update until later today or tomorrow. And I will definitely keep you guys updated on the community tab. I don't think I'm going to go live unless it was some major news just to break, what happened with the outcome of EBZ's hearing today. But either way, as soon as I find out, I'll most likely probably throw it as a community tab stream. All right. Yes, I agree, Aaron. Very scuffed events. More like scams. That's what I call them. No, you went to the courthouse for that kingpin. The queen pin or the kingpin? I can't remember. That was in the summer. My mind's all flustered right now. I wouldn't be able to remember. But I am working on kind of a end of the year review for kind of end of the year, like an end of the year review video. So I'm sure I'll be reminded of what live hearings I did this year. Remember, we've gotten already, we're going on 3 years now, so it's getting to be a list now. Yep, Aaron, exactamente. I'll tell you what, my personal opinion about steak and all that kick shit, I don't think you're going to see that lasting very long. All right. So let's move on. So that was EBZ. What else did we say? Oh, we had let's go back from yesterday's hearing. Justin, aka Public Enemy, aka Vegan Patriots old pal. He had his hearing yesterday. And this is, I think, having to do with violation of his probation, which had to do at some incident where we won't even talk about how the police were called. But according to what Justin had said, they had came for whatever reason, and they had to search him. And while they were searching him, they found some drugs, and that went ahead and violated his probation that he was on. He was on probation stemming from some other event that had to do with him possessing a knife that he wasn't supposed to be. But either way, he had to go back to court for violating his probation, and is hence why he found himself back in the, I believe it was, I got to remember what county it was in California. We've got so many people we've dealt with in California. I got to start reminding myself of counties. Either way, that's what found him back in court, is what I was trying to say. Shit. Where did I know I had his stuff up here. There it is. So let's see what's going on. This is out of Sacramento Superior Court, or Sacramento County. There we go. So let's jump over to a little update on Justin. Let me just refresh the page and see. I may have to do a new search. Okay, it looks like it refreshed it. They don't have any future hearings, and I don't see anything else as far as outcome for yesterday's hearing. So now I did do a search just in case to see if they may have put him in jail. I did search the county's jail yesterday and did not see anything as far as with his name, but it does not show an outcome yet. So I'm not sure as far as if they continue this, if the case has been disposed of. But again, I will be following up with this, and most likely we'll get you an update that you'll find on the community post tab. Excuse me. All right. So let's go to our next victim. That's a joke. Who did we have today? Oh, Hampton Brandon. Let's go check on that bozo. See what's up with Hampton Brandon. Let's see here. Hampton Brandon. I think I had his up. Here, let's share this tab. We'll just do a new search. That way we know it's refreshed information. So his case information you can find out of Broward County, just in case you're wondering or want to do a fact check. Let's do a case search here. Last name Grosso, first name Brandon, all public information. Let's go to a search. And this is this pending case here. Remember, he just finished up. They just disposed his last hearing, which was the charges he was facing with having to not have reflectors on his bike and him violating or having warrants put out because his ankle monitor went off the system. And then also obstruction of an officer without violence. Either way, they just filed the 2 charges of obstruction of an officer without violence and riding the traffic violation of riding his bicycle without the lights. And they disposed the case. Pretty much, they didn't convict him of any of those 2 charges, and all he had to do was pay some fees. But he still wanted to go to a jury trial. He pled not guilty to the 2 charges he's facing of violating his protective orders that were against him and trespassing on said person's home that the protective order was filed against or filed from, excuse me. And those are those 2 charges here, both misdemeanors now. Violation of injunction of domestic violence and trespass structure/conveyance. That's what you see here. And if you don't remember, we had even showed his court hearing live from the original or the last hearing having to do with these charges. Like I said, they already disposed the charges having to do with the bike and the obstruction of an officer. But he didn't want to take a plea deal on these 2 charges. If you guys remember, we watched that live. Instead, he said he wanted to plead not guilty. That's after, he had time to speak to his lawyer and the judge. Remember, the judge gave his whole story about how he got in a lot of trouble and this and that. And, he knew he wasn't guilty, so he fought it till the end. And, kind of gave the speech of, you can take the plea deal, but if ultimately you don't think you did those, then plead not guilty. You know what I mean? So for whatever reason, Brandon feels that, he's going to be able to prove that, subject against the body cam footage and the fact that there was many officers there that observed him, violating his protective order and trespassing. It is his right to still plead not guilty, which he did, and go to a jury trial, which is what today's hearing was scheduled for. So let's see if they've updated anything yet. Probably not. It was this morning. They've got a bunch of stuff they put on from yesterday as far as paperwork. Let's see what they've got here. We can read this together since it's up. But no update yet as far as what happened based on what I'm reading here. Here's the information about his jury trial, December 4th, today, jury trial, hearing time at 8:30. Again, I probably could have been able to catch this one, so I apologize I didn't. This is the one that I'm kicking myself in the ass with, because I was able to get his last hearing on it, so why wouldn't I have been able to get this one? I'm sure I would have been able to access it, so that's my slip up. Like I said, I had a super busy morning taking care of my own stuff, personal things, but that's my fault. So let's start from the top here. It looks like they actually on the third they file some stuff, and on the second, let's start here from the second. This is supplemental discovery. All right, let's just read this together. State of Florida versus Brandon Jason Grosso, state's supplemental discovery. So it looks like this is the state filing this. So it reads, comes now. Oh, let me make sure you guys can see this. Oh, you can't see now. Now you can. There you go. Now you can. I thought I like the judge. Not talking shit about the judge. But that judge definitely took a liking to Brandon. That's for sure. I know, Sicilian. I know. I can't get everything. You're right. I won't be too hard on myself. All right. So, comes now the state of Florida by and through the undersigned assistant state attorney and pursuant to the provisions of rule blah, 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 blah of the Florida Rules of Criminal Procedure as supplement to the state's previous submissions of discovery herein, submits the following amendments or additions. So this is just more information that the state's submitting for the case, okay? Obviously, they have to submit this to the court, and then the public defender gets a copy of this, all right? That's why most likely, if we go down through the paperwork at the beginning, you see at some point, I'm sure the public defender submitted for discovery, which means they submit a motion for discovery, which means they're asking that any evidence that the state has must be presented to them, which you would imagine they would, but you still want to file a motion for that to cover your ass. Anyways, here's what they added. So, or amended. Could be both or one or the other. Count 1, violation of injunction. VT/WT statement. I wonder if victim stands for the V and W is witness. Victim testimony / witness testimony, I think is safe to say is what those are abbreviating. But here's what it says. Statement. VT stated, so we're just going to say victim testimony stated that he witnessed the defendant being personally served with the injunction on July 22nd, 2024. Victim testimony will testify defendant was served by officer and touched with the injunction, and defendant ran away thereafter. Count 2. Trespass. Picture of sign displayed on front window of victim's apartment for the purpose of putting defendant on notice that he is not supposed to be there. So it sounds like they're also entering in a picture of probably the front of the door that shows that this individual, after they filed the protective order against Brandon, okay, they put a no trespass sign also to cover their ass, okay? So pretty much that first count, it's saying it having to do with the violation of injunction, that most likely, I think VT stands for victim testimony, stated that he witnessed the defendant being personally served with an injunction, and that the officer even touched, probably said, here you go, to Brandon, whether he dropped it, threw it away, or it says he ran away after. So that's what I was saying. It's a little bit hard to say, not, you can plead whatever the F you want. That's your right. But when you've got evidence that includes the victim's testimony, officer's testimony, officer's body cam footage, I think it's going to be a little bit tough to try to win this case is all I'm saying. All right. So that's all it has. It's 2 pages. Let's see what the next one says. I don't think it's got anything else important. Nope. All right. Let's jump over to the other pages there that was available. So that was filed on December 2nd. Let's go to December 3rd's paperwork. How do I get out of here? Jeez Louise, I've got so many fucking tabs open. Excuse my language. All right, here we go. Share this tab instead. And I'll jump over here and chat as soon as I'm done reading this and see what you guys are talking about. Filed defense. So this is another, I think, motion filed by the defense. Ooh, lie mine? That's one of those terms I haven't spoken about before, so not sure if I said that correctly. Do I got any real attorneys in the chat? Did I say that correctly? Motion in lie mine? It's kind of like that, what's that other one I always screw up? That's pretty much the fancy way of saying no contest. Oh, when they plead nolo contendere. They got some, well, it's the Latin stuff that gets me. All right. So this reads, let me make sure you guys, oh, you guys can't see this yet. Now you can. That's why I always check. So I'm sorry if I always sound like I'm repeating myself when I say, let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. I do that to remind myself to always check, because sometimes if I don't, I'll start on something and you guys can't even see what I'm talking about. And of course, you guys know I don't read the chat while I'm reading stuff out. Then while you guys are trying to tell me, hey, don't forget chat, or, you know, you don't have it up, I'm not even seeing that. So that's why I always say that, just to remind myself. All right, so you guys can see it. Let's read this. So it reads, come now the defendant Brandon Jason Grosso by and through undersigned attorney and makes this motion in lie mine. As grounds for this motion, the defendant states as follows. So excuse me. This might have been filed by his public defender, not the state. I think I said the state earlier. Either way, it's not important, but just wanted to make sure I was correct in what I said. Let's read this. Defendant states as follows. The defense invokes the rules of, oh man, now you got to really make me read shit. Sequestration. I can say that. The state of Florida and the court shall not refer to the defense counsel as the public defender. What? Hold on. The state of Florida and the court shall not refer to defense counsel as the public defender. I don't think that was from Brandon's thinking, but I guess, and now remember, I guess this is assuming that if they're in front of a jury, they're stating that they don't want the state to refer to the defense counsel as public defender. Such statements insinuate that defendant is indigent and can be prejudicial. Well, fuck, that helped them this last case, because the judge got all huffy, all crybaby about him because he thought he was like an indigent and mentally ill and all this shit because he's riding a bike out at night. Judge ain't aware that this is Hampton Brandon, bro. 10 toes down. Cash money millionaire. That's why he's got his name from the Hamptons, New York. But anyways, dude, honestly, that almost sounds like something Hampton would have asked. I mean, that's the thing. He acts like a dumb guy, but the guy's smart, okay? And as much as I would think that he didn't come up with that, I can almost see him saying something like that. But anyways, it says, again, the state of Florida and the court shall not refer to defense counsel as the public defender. Such statements insinuate that the defendant is indigent and can be prejudicial. But hold on. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna sidetrack here. But if it's not my mistake, if I can recall, I thought there was an indigent form that he did sign. So, I mean, in a way, they're just being truthful. If he's indigent, he's indigent. That's how he got a public defender. Let's see here. I know I thought I saw some paperwork for that. File amended notice of assistance public defender. Arrest paperwork. God damn, there's so much fucking paperwork, dude. Yeah, I think it's down here. I think it's this one here. Let me just look at this. Well, it's just assigning the public defender, but it's not the indigent form. I swear that I've even presented it before. But anyway, it's not important. But I mean, that's the only way you can get a public defender. So, but again, I'll have to look for that paperwork later. But I swear I've seen it. I swear I've seen it. Anyways, let's go back to that other paperwork we're reading. Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack you there. All right, let's go back. There it is. Damn, this thing's 4 pages long. Good Lord, come on. All right, share this tab instead. All right, number 3. Make sure, again, you guys can see what I'm looking at. All right, here we go. No witness should be permitted to express his... Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't even check. Okay, yeah, you guys can see what I'm looking at. No witness should be permitted to express his or her opinion regarding the defendant's guilt. This type of opinion testimony is not admissible and is particularly problematic when given by the investigating officer. The officer's opinion about the defendant's guilt may convey the impression to the jury that there's additional evidence not before them, that the officer is aware of and has contributed to his conclusion. Martinez versus State. Number 4, it is permissible for an officer to testify that a dispatch occurred in order to explain police action, but the hearsay contents of the dispatch are inadmissible for the purpose of proving the truthfulness of information. Well, yeah, nobody wants hearsay. Just you can read out the whole dispatch. That's why it's recorded. Let's see what's on page 2. Is there any more pages? If it is, it's not updating on my end. Let's go to last page. Huh, that's weird. Let me close this and reopen it again. Let's close this. Oh, here we go. Next page. Here we go. Next page. Hearsay evidence is not admissible. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Golly, I am saying that a lot now. Oh, see? You're not. See, that's why I do it. That's why I do it. All right, let's go back over here. Share screen. Here we go. Hearsay evidence is not admissible merely to show the sequence of events leading up to an investigation or arrest. Any calls for service reports and field contact reports shall be excluded as they are hearsay. What? I don't agree. Now, again, this is just their motion. Doesn't mean that the courts approved it yet. Moreover, any evidence of prior contact with Joseph Plaus prior to the injunction being served on 7/24/2024 shall be excluded. The body-worn footage contains references to prior bad acts and uncharged conduct. Thus, the following body-worn footage shall be excluded. I don't think so. You cannot start excluding body cam footage just because the freaking victim speaks about, Brandon's past behavior. But anyways, just my opinion. Number 5, no officer should be permitted to testify about how investigations are regularly conducted, what defendants who commit certain crimes usually do, or any other testimony which may lead a jury to conclude that the defendant followed a known pattern of criminal behavior. All such testimony is irrelevant, highly prejudicial. Then they're referring to Cyprian versus State. Number 6, evidence of prior subsequent crimes, wrongs, or acts of the defendant should be excluded as irrelevant and prejudicial unless the defendant testifies and opens the door to the prior crime evidence by 1, offering a trait of the defendant's good character, or 2, inaccurately testifying to material facts. Dude, I can already tell you what this fucking lawyer's doing, all right? Even being a non-lawyer, an armchair lawyer. All right, I'm not going to read the rest of this, all right? Let's just read number 8. Any reference to a no trespassing sign shall be excluded. Mr. Grosso is being charged under section blah, 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 Florida statutes, and as such, any reference to no trespassing sign being posted is irrelevant. I disagree with that. Dude, this defense is fucking on crack. My opinion. Yeah, let's see if the fucking judge signed off on this bullshit. Let me just take this shit off of here and tell you exactly what's going on here, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't figured it out, all right? What's going on here is this, all right? Pretty much Hampton's lawyer knows that he's a piece of shit, okay? He's got a very extensive criminal history record, and pretty much what Hampton's lawyer is trying to keep from happening is that they don't want the jury to even know about his previous past record. I can understand a little bit about that, and there are some laws that pertain to that, even though you may not agree with it like I do. But the thing of like with the no trespass sign being excluded, body cam footage being excluded that has to do with the arrest of him and why he's in that case? No, hell no. But anyways, that's pretty much what this public defender is trying to do, is keep from any of the bad shit to come out in court, so that way the jury doesn't get what's the exact term? Prejudice against criminals, right? They've got to focus on the crime at hand, the case at hand, not the fact that he's a piece of shit. But there's ways the lawyers, the state can work around that. And there is reasons that they should know that he's got a past record, especially if he's currently wanted. Okay, which according to the call I made to the court clerk's office in San Diego County, he's got a bench warrant for his arrest because he didn't show up to court for his fucking charges having to do there. But anyways, just my personal opinion. All right. Let's read this. Let's see what else is on there as far as paperwork. Where am I? Oh yeah, we're right here. Share this tab instead. Oh my God, dude. Don't tell me this is another filed by the defense. Let's see what this is all about. This is labeled defendant's motion to sever offenses. Comes now the defendant. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. For the 100th. See? That's what I got to remind myself. Now you can. Here you go. Comes now the defendant, Brandon Jason Grosso, buying through the undersigned attorney, and makes this motion, so it is by the defense, to sever offenses. As grounds for this motion, the defendant states as follows. The defendant is charged with count 1, violation of restraining order, count 2, trespass and structure and conveyance. Pursuant to blah, 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 the court shall grant a severance before trial on a showing that such severance is necessary in order to promote a fair determination of the defendant's guilt or innocence. Defense is asking to sever count 1 and 2. Presenting proof of all counts will certainly prejudice the defendant in that proof of each count will serve to bolster the others. If the jury finds proof of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt on trespass charge, it may find the defendant guilty on the violation or restraining order charge without sufficient evidence because they are included in the same trial. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Dude, if this judge signs off on this shit, I'm going to be blown away, okay? Of course a jury is going to figure out that you violated a restraining order if you fucking violated a trespassing charge. You weren't supposed to trespass because you got a restraining order. Jesus. These people are being sneaky. Yes, we can look that up. I just got a DM saying there's some talk about Trolla saying her court date was canceled. We can certainly look into that because it's going to show you right here on the public information on the case info. So let's look at that next. I think we're done with Hampton Brandon. Oh, let's see if the judge signed off on any of this shit yet. And then we'll move on. And it doesn't seem like it. I'm not even going to read the rest of that shit. You guys can read it if you want. Again, you can find this on the BrowardClerk.org website. Just do a case search for Brandon Grosso. All public information is case number because there's a few cases. You'll see they'll all say disposed, and this is the only one that says pending. All right, but this is the case number ending in 10A. But as of right now, let me just see if they've updated anything on here. Nope, no updates yet, but I'll keep you definitely updated on this case. All right, let me click back in with you guys in chat. I'm already out of my drink. I almost feel like this is a good time for a commercial before we jump into Controla's case. Yes, we're going to do one. So, commercial break. Still trying to push my buttons. If you guys want to know what my Christmas wish is, my Christmas wish is if we can get all these buttons. Oh, we've got to subtract some buttons. So we had 6 people out of the 9 buttons that Sicilian was so kind to purchase and as a donation and have me give out. So there are 6 people that reached out to me on email. 4 of the 6 have only reached out back to me once I replied back to them with their address. But I'm just going to assume that we're going to be sending out 6 right now, not 4. So I'm going to subtract 6 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me see how many buttons I have left. Just in this kind of an estimate. I'm not going to count them all individually. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we had 50 buttons. We've got about like 25. We've sold half of them. Now, my commercial is, my Christmas wish is if we could get rid of all the other 25 buttons that I have left. Now, remember, these buttons, 100% of the proceeds from these buttons and any of the other merch that we have for sale, which you can find at my merch store on Sticker Mule, which right now I have stickers, but most importantly, just buy a shirt. The stickers I can get to you. But if you were interested in one of the NJCourts shirts, I've got one for sale right now. That was my first shirt that I've been working on. I'm working on a second one to post on the store. But either way, all merch sales, including the buttons, go to our project for the good project. So my Christmas wish is I can get rid of all these buttons so that way on Christmas Day or at least by the new year, just like we did last year, we can give a nice donation to an organization that you guys are going to pick out, okay? Last year, we got to help out 2 organizations. We helped out the local animal shelter here in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and we were able to help out the Children's Hospital, okay? So if you are interested, I still got 3 more. If you are one of the 3 that email as part of the giveaway I was giving away last stream, I still got 3 more. As long as you're one of the first 3, I will reply back to you that you got a button. Once you get my reply, then you can send me a good shipping address. So we still got 3 available for free because of Sicilian. But you can do like Sicilian did. Buy a bunch and just have me give them out to chat. You can just buy 1 for yourself. Buy however many for yourself. But either way, you can purchase them through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. I've got the links posted and pinned in my chat. And I will ship you one of these buttons. Again, all proceeds are just $3. Realistically, all you're paying for is the shipping, the button, and I think about $1.50 is the profit. That goes towards for the project, for the Good Cause Project, okay? So all proceeds go to the Good Cause Project, which will be donating all those months and all those funds at the end of the year. That's my wish. All right. The person that just messaged me, as long as you emailed me, I've got it. But I'll verify it with the email that you just sent me. All right. I thought that was people sending me cash apps that were buying them. All right, there's my commercial. All right, so let's go look at the Trolla case. Actually, should I be just like all the other people on here and just say, I'm not going to show you guys anything until we sell 10 buttons. As a matter of fact, we'll do it like alerts, though. Don't do Sunshiner. Don't put the donation alerts up. I still have donation alerts, but that is not one of the ways to donate for this project. Only when I do the audio streams, which I haven't done in a while. But I'm just kidding with you guys. You guys know I don't do that stupid scamming shit. Hopefully I put a little smile or laugh in you this morning. All right, here we go. Let's go check out Uncontroller. That should be New York Unified Justice System. That shit's unbelievable, those people that do that shit. I'm not going to turn on my screen until you... Now they got these new scams now that panel shit versus doing where they pay for people to come off their panels. So what, should I just like invite a bunch of shitheads on my panel and just you guys pay me to have them come off? I'll start with Ski Mask. And I'm telling you, it's no wonder why these Indian scammers still get to scamming people in the United States still, because there are some dummies. You guys aren't, because you guys watch me. We don't scam. But I'll tell you what, there are some dummies out there on this fucking world, or at least in the United States. And I'm disappointed to even say that as a fellow American, you know. But when I see people fall for that ski mask scam, boy, I seriously got to ask myself how smart some of these people got to be, or dumb, excuse me. All right. Anyways, let's go back to Trolla. Sicilian, buy the last 25 of them. Oh, man. Damn, New York. Why do you got to make things so difficult? In New York, why do you make things so hard to find on your case search? NJCourts a website only in New York. I'm just trying to find the troller. No, I'll find it here. Court case search. It's this one. Here it is. Criminal. Web criminal. What up, Slop? What up, Jack? What up, everybody else coming in? What up, Kelly? Yeah, come on, Rick. Come by a button. What's this lady's name? Karissa Tabona. Search. All right, you guys ready? Let me share this page with you. All right, you guys see what I'm looking at? Ooh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Well, I see next appearance still here as December 16th here at the bottom. Doesn't say anything about rescheduled or canceled. Let's go to the appearances tab. I still see that this is an open appearance here for the under the calendar section under 12/16. Hey! Dawson, thank you so much with the $100 super chat that says, quit being grumpy and dance. What, you think I'm not grumpy when I get a $100 super chat? Well, you're damn fucking right. You just put a smile on this fucking face. Ear to ear, baby. I'm gonna dance like you never seen me dance before.
Let's go. Listen, NJCourts is the man who brings all of the news. All the facts he exposed every single one of you. No, it's not just for views, it's a personal. Listen to the haters just like you. I hope you get the lesson. Don't like him, that's fine. time. Yeah, keep your nose clean, get up for the drugs, don't steal, don't lie, stop giving them a buzz. Shot, they grab hits on you, they hit all the trolls with his badass moderators. So next time you decide to do a crime, remember NJCourts will be exposing you in time. Yeah, let them gallows, NJCourts. Yeah. NJCourts. NJCourts. Welcome members of the jury, let's go. Yo, NJCourts is the man who brings all of the news. With the facts, he exposes every single one of you. No, it's not just reviews, it's a personal message to the haters just like you. I hope you get the lesson. Don't like them, that's fine. He will expose you every single fucking time. Yeah, keep your nose clean, get off of the drugs. Don't steal, don't lie, stop giving them a buzz. I can grab dance on you haters, they hit all the trolls with his badass moderators. So next time you decide to do a crime, remember NJCourts will be exposing you in time. Yeah, get some gobbles, NJCourts. NJCourts. NJCourts.
Oh man, see, you don't. I gotta figure out a way that you can see me dancing every time. God damn it, I was dancing though, I promise. Thank you so much, Dawson, again, with hitting us with that $100 super chat. Now, question is for you, Dawson. Is that for buttons? Did you just buy $100 worth of buttons? If so, I need to know so that way I can figure out a way to disperse the rest of these. And guess what? Even if you said, no, it's for you, NJ. Guess what? Because I'm a nice guy, right? Because I'm not like all these other fucking scammers. I'm going to donate that $100 minus the 30% that YouTube takes towards the purchase of the remainder of the buttons. So thank you, Dawson, for helping us hit the rest of the dono goal for the Good Cause Project. I appreciate it. Actually, you know what? I'm starting to change my mind. Hold on. Let me put my Grinch hat. I don't know, man. $100 kind of sounds better to my pocket. Or should I donate buttons to a bunch of people that probably hate me for free? Keep $100 for my pocket or donate 25 buttons to people that probably hate me. You know what? I'm going to do the good thing, and I'm going to donate because that money's going to go to a good project. I don't care if the 25 people that get the remaining buttons can't stand me. Enjoy your free fucking button. But most importantly, we hit the dono goal for the good project cause. Or you know what I'm talking about. I'd pocket that shit. No, you know what I am going to do? No, I'm just jokes aside, though. I am going to be donating it towards the rest of the button purchase. So, I will figure out a fun way to get these distributed to people. Actually, you know what? I don't know, man. I've already given out a bunch. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding with you. So yeah, I'm not gonna just give away 25 of them like that. I'm gonna figure out another way. Keep the money. Everybody says keep the money. But look I'm wearing my Find the Good thing though. Okay, tell you what then. Everybody's saying keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. I'll put a poll and let you guys decide. I always say let chat decide. I'll let you guys decide. Hold on, let me put up the poll. And it gets me, I get to use the little poll function. Hold on. Engage with your audience. Should NJ keep the donation from Dawson to himself? Is the question. And you got to answer yes or no. Starting the poll now. We'll let it run for like a minute. You guys are going to decide, not me. I said I was willing to, but you guys are so kind. You really are. Thank you, guys. I love you all. But I'm going to let you guys ultimately decide. All the haters are like, no, 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 no. Alt, no, alt, no, alt, no, alt, no. Sapito, I don't have my clear eye. Oh, hold on, I do. All right, maybe this will work. Are you referring to this scam here? Oh, hold on, got to get the one on the nose. Hold on, I need the nose. There we go. Hold on, I got to look at my phone too. All right, let's check on our goal. Oh, shit, I think I swallowed a little bit too much of that Visine. Isn't that shit poisonous, or did they stop putting whatever makes it poisonous because people were using it for poison? I hope that's what it is. Otherwise, you guys might not be seeing me for a week. All right, let's check on this poll. I don't know how I look at it. Where do I look at it on my phone? Where's the fucking poll? Settings, chat filter, all messages. Did my poll even go out? Yeah, because I see people that hit it. Okay, hold on. Well, this is fun. Oh, I guess I can only check it on this screen here. So the poll says this. 60% said yes, 40% said no. 15 total votes. So you guys spoke. I will end the poll. So I will be keeping it, I guess, because of you guys. I appreciate that. Oh, my God. You guys love me. What up, Roofer? Oh, man, you just missed the greatest part of the whole stream just right now, dude. Well, the second greatest part. The other greatest part was that Dawson donated $100 super chat. Second greatest thing was I was going to donate that back to for the good project, but the chat said, no, you keep it. And the third greatest thing was we just did an awesome impression of Ski Mask Andy. Oh, wait, though. Okay, you know what, Dawson? No. I'll even do one better. You know what? What up, Punisher? You know what? I'm going to do one even better than the pajamas. If you guys remember, which I don't know if you were there, Dawson, or not. Actually, you were. When I went shopping at Walmart just last week for our other good thing we did, our other great deed we did for Thanksgiving, giving away all the food to the needy and all the other stuff we had. When we were shopping at Walmart, do you guys remember that Grinch onesie? Zen, for you. You owe me a bottle of Visine. The shit isn't cheap either. I want to see a $4.99 super chat coming. All right, here we go. Hold on, you got to see my receding hairline. There's the one. Hold on, come on. I'm trying to get a bigger nose bubble one. That's where there it is. There it is. I might not have a phone. And my phone is going to get turned off for the third time this week, chat. Merry Christmas. Don't say Uncle NJ didn't get you anything. All right. That's enough, dude. You guys, you just wanted me to get fucking poisoned. Zen's a double agent for Ski Mask. Just kidding. Hey, don't forget, how many of you got that how about $1 rare Ski Mask Andy sticker, huh? If you know, you know. If you're one of the lucky ones, that was a special edition sticker I printed out that I may or may not have available again through the merch store. But we even got a sticker that says, how about $1? Yes, I'm going to buy the Grinch onesie. And that's going to be my costume for the official Christmas NJCourts photo shoot. Oh, and actually I lied. There was 4 great things that happened today. Cat Crazy earlier donated 5 memberships. So, 1, we got 5 memberships donated, so thank you, Cat Crazy. But 2, we welcomed 5 new members to the jury. So I lied. We had a few more other great things happen, Roofer, while you were gone. What did you guys get? Oh, yeah, hell yeah. You got one. Jack got one. Sunshinery, cool. See, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Zen. Come on now. Don't be pulling a Ski Mask Andy viewer excuse on me. I'm just kidding. You're all good, dude. You don't have to donate $5. Now, if you want to buy a button, I will highly encourage you because that's going for a good cause. All right. My friends, do you have any other questions? Is there any? Oh, we were looking at the controller court case a little bit more. Nothing changed. Remember, we looked at the court calendar. So according to what I'm looking at, I haven't seen anything change. Same charges, 4 charges. I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on, let me jump back here. No, you can't. We'll figure it out, Zen. We'll figure it out. You don't worry, I got plenty of them left. Here, I'll send you another link for the PayPal. I'll put one directly on here. Maybe that'll make it'll somehow help. Give me 1 second. I got to go and copy it off of my... All right, here's the PayPal link directly for me. Hopefully that helps. If the Grinch PJs don't have feet, get the slippers too. All right, no, we're going to go all Grinch mode, okay? Trust me. We're going to get Grinch the F out, dude. Thank you again for everybody's support. Like I said, we have fun with this, but at the end of the day, this is all going for a good cause. Well, you guys decided I could keep the $100, so I appreciate that. Plus, I'm going to get the Grinch costume so we can have some awesome holiday picks. But I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you, Sicilian Roofer, everybody that's purchased a button. Thank you for everybody that's won a button. Anytime you wear these, you're helping support the channel. So I just got one. It just came through. Was that yours right now, Zen? I got a $5 PayPal just right now. So, Zen, if you don't mind, just DM me a good shipping address on Instagram. And I'll get that sent out to you. Thank you so much. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gavels, present, please, for purchasing one of the buttons that goes towards a good cause project. I much appreciate that. Spamming. Incoming. Boom. There's my spam. Hey, thank you, Sunshinery. I wear mine every day. I got 2 hats that I wear, and every hat I have has one of these. Well, the 2 hats that I wear is what I meant. What else did I have to talk about? Oh, yeah, so we are looking at the controller court stuff here. And I thought I had shared what I was going to share. Yeah, this tab. Here you go. So, again, on appearances, still showing everything is open. I don't see anything rescheduled, canceled, unless they haven't, for some reason haven't updated this, and she got something in the mail this morning. But usually they're pretty good and on top of updating something like this. Still showing it's an active case. So as of what I can see on the public end, still looks like it's going down. So hopefully that answered some questions. So we'll get that off of there. What else, my friends? Anything else you guys want to talk about? I apologize again if I was a little bit grinched out this morning. I had kind of just a rough start to my morning. But talking to you guys, hanging out with you in chat's definitely changed that. I feel a lot just more relaxed now. Like I said, I was bummed out that I couldn't get you guys that footage, at least for Hampton Brandon. I try my best, but today was one of those days, and even though we got the calendar, I knew what was going on. I was too busy doing my stuff, and like I said, sometimes there's just stuff that is a little bit more important than the channel when it comes to my family and myself, and that was one of those days today. So I thank you guys for your patience, but I will work on my best to get any other updates we have coming up. As a matter of fact, let's look at the e-calendar so I don't forget what we got planned for tomorrow. Oh, if she's off probation, because she was telling people that. I have no clue. The only way you're going to find, well, one, I mean, I can tell you for sure she's, well, let me start this over. Okay. So I don't know what she said about her probation, and I'm talking about Karissa, okay, Tabona, whatever the fuck she goes by, Big T, or I don't know what the fuck she is now, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Controller, there we go. What I can do is I can call, I can email, I can get directly, a hold of her probation office and see if that's true or not. The reason that I would say I couldn't see that happening is because, actually, hold on. I got something I can show you guys. What was I going to show you? Oh, I have paperwork. Yes. Hold on. Let me show you. Yeah, I have her probation paperwork. What am I talking about? Give me 1 second. Hold on here. I was just looking at it the other day because I was having to remind myself about her probation. Because remember, we were talking about when I was making my list of who's on probation still, who's not. That's right. That's where I got that. Just give me a second to see where I have this. Okay. Golly, where did I get this? Give me 1 sec. Oh, okay. I think I know what I did. I remember now. I remember now how I found it. Yeah, I'll give it 1 second. We'll go over that paperwork. Okay. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I got it. I found it. I know where I got it here. Public, find a case, search criminal conviction, judgments. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm about to pull up all her probation information right now for you. And we'll read it for ourselves. There it is. Click on that. There we go. This is what I wanted to read here was the sentencing statement. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Of course not. Here, now you can see it. All right, here we go. Who's this idiot right here? Ban this stupid shit in the world. Still, we've already... Dude, still won't cover Tina due to being best buds with Beck and help lock down the NJCourts website so nobody can view the few case information. You want to know something, Uncle Jimmy Shimmy? You're such a fucking idiot. The Kansas court information switched their portal, and it even gives you the link to click on it, you fucking moron. Also, we're about to bring an interview with Trina as soon as she gets sentenced tomorrow. So, laters, Lando. Anyways. All right, so let's read this together. This is her sentencing info, okay? Now, as far as, getting in touch with her probation officer directly, I'll have to email them, and I can see exactly what's going on because I can do a FOIA request. Even if they can't tell me anything on the phone, I can still do a FOIA request on any information that's available to the public through that office. But here's what we're going to read. Sentencing statement. It is therefore on February 9th of 2024, ordered and adjudged that the defendant is sentenced as follows. As to count number 1 of the indictment, the defendant is sentenced to probation for a term of 1 year with the following special conditions. If DCP and P is involved, here, let me zoom in for you guys so you guys can read this better. If DCP&P is involved, defendant is to follow any and all recommendations of DCP&P. The defendant is to remain offense-free and report to probation as ordered. Balance of conditions shall be set by probation. Defendant was advised to contact probation immediately after sentencing. Remaining counts and charges are dismissed, which is part of her plea deal. And again, this is the final charge. Yes, the degree is a DP, but that is not the description of the charge. Like she tells people, "Oh, I got a DP. I was charged with a DP." She's just trying to be cute. What she doesn't want to tell people is she was charged with assault by auto and vessel, reckless bodily injury. 2 charges, one for the driver or the passenger of the other car and one for her daughter. And don't forget, that was part of the plea deal. Do you guys remember the original charges? She was facing 4 charges: endangering, abuse/neglect of a child by caretaker, hindering oneself, hiding, or that was when she was something to do with her hindering case information, and then 2 charges of assault by auto/vessel, reckless bodily injury, one for each of the individuals. Highlight those down here. So those were the original charges. She just took a plea deal for this one here. And this is what she was sentenced to. So let me go back to chat in case you're chatting it up. I can't see anything right now. She got her probation, Sicilian, she was sentenced on February. Give me a second. Let me go back to this page. February 9th of this year. So technically 1 year would be February 9th of next year. Now again, maybe something changed. This was the paperwork that was printed out the day she was sentenced. But according to what the judge said, she's still on probation until next year. So hopefully that answered any questions that y'all had in chat. Anything else, my friends? Oh, Dottie, you finally come sit next to me now that I'm not going to make you wear a little elf hat. And Sunshiner says, usually probation starts when you meet with the PO. Maybe it even has been extended to a further little bit, maybe another week later, another month later, because she didn't get a chance to speak with her PO till the following week from the day that she was sentenced. But there you go. That's the sentencing paperwork right there. Official sentencing paperwork. So I don't know where she's coming up with that information. Generally is why I always come up with receipts when I'm trying to, show something or prove something to you guys. There's that receipt. Thank you. Like I said, I can always do a FOIA request, and sounds like that's most likely what I'll be doing. So we'll get down to the dirty nitty gritty of this. And as soon as I get some information, I'll share it with you. Now, if you guys haven't forgot, I did do a FOIA request already for this newest case of hers. As a matter of fact, let me share with you the reply of the email I got. Just so you know, I'm not talking out of my poo-poo, okay? All right, here we go. Let me see if can I share this without showing too many details. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can. All right, let me share this with you. There's nothing personal on here. Oops. Let me remove that. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yep. Let's read this together. Very short and to the point. The New York City Police Department has acknowledged your FOIL. And there they call it a FOIL request, Freedom of Information Law. There's my little request number. Your request has been assigned to Police Officer Rivera. There's their phone number. You can expect a response on or about Tuesday, March 25th of next year. So hopefully I get a response before March 25th of next year. But I get it. It's New York City. They've got a lot of criminals, a lot of things they're doing. a lot of FOIL requests they're having to fill out and stuff like that. So, but just to show you, I did do my FOIL request on everything that they have on this latest case from hers. Now, you got to remember, anything having to do with their probation has to do with the state of New Jersey, not New York. So in that case, I'd have to email or call, whatever's easiest, her probation officer directly and just ask them, to submit or send me their FOIL request sheet. I submit that, fill it up, submit it back to them. They'll have to get that to an information officer. And I'll start that process and we'll see what's going on with that. And per the sentencing information we just read, you guys heard me read it together. You read it with me. It says specifically that she has to report. Let me read it again so I don't misread anything. The defendant is to remain offense-free and report to probation as ordered. It says it right there, to remain offense-free. All right. So there's two precincts there. I can't remember which one it is that did the that I had called. Remember the morning that I talked to the officer? I forgot, but there's two of them. Just look up Staten Island precincts, and it's one of the two. I forgot which one it was, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. You can actually do a search. As a matter of fact, I may even have it in my book. Hold on, let me go to my notes. Let me see if I can answer that for you without you having to search it. What was the day that she was, let me just go back to see what day she. November 1st was the date of the incident, I believe, or that's what they have it labeled here. So let me go to November and then September. That's November 8th. Getting closer. See why I take notes and I keep my little book here? I'm pretty sure this is where I had written down. But I do have another notebook, so it may have been down there because I don't see November 1st in here. Hold on. I'm getting close to it. 8 prior contacts in New Jersey. File for FOIA request. Hold on. I'm getting closer. Here it is. But I don't have a precinct number. Yeah, I think I wrote it. I have some of the information here, but I think I wrote the rest of it somewhere else. So, God damn it. Yeah, this is where it would have been. I don't have it on here because I even have the email address of this is one of the people they referred me to as part of the media. Actually, I need to email this because they might be able to hurry up my request, my FOIA request, since I'm a media representative, not a member of the public. Because I did my request through the member of the public portal. They've got a different area for media, which I think is, I have to email that. So, oh, you sent it to me? 122nd. Yeah, so I think it's the 122nd. Here's the thing. Somebody told me one number, and then when you actually search her address, it puts her in the other precinct. I'm just trying to remember which one was the one that I'd called directly for. Oh, no, actually, hold on. It's probably in my FOIA request, too. God damn it. Where's my email, man? I got so many tabs open. This is just fucking stupid. Search. Uh, 122nd. There you go. Is that what you had said, Sicilian? 122nd. You are correct. That's where I did the FOIL request. It says it right on my email. All right, there's your answer. Don't say I didn't check. All right, everybody. I think I am going to call it a live stream or broadcast. Any other questions? There's 2 precincts. That's why I was double checking, Sicilian. I just said that before. I don't know why you always think I'm trying to like fuck with you, or if that's just your style, but and plus, I don't know who you are technically. Doesn't mean because you say something, it's right. I always double check everybody. So, all right. Any other questions? Before I call it a day. Nope. Then I'm going to call it a day, ladies and gents. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, what's today? Wednesday, December the 4th. Tomorrow we've got some hearings going on. Let's see. What do we got? Tomorrow we've got Trina Golden. Tomorrow's going to be the 5th. So we've got the Trina Golden sentencing, and we've got the old girl hearing. And I'm supposed, you know what? I'm not even going to answer you. You're pissing me off, and I'm being for reals. You really are. All right, you guys. I'm out of here before I get grinched out again. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to keep your head on a swivel. Check that 6 every once in a while. And NJCourts, and I'm going to be loud as fuck, is officially out! Hopefully I blew some of your eardrums of here. Peace, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And thank you, everybody that supported the stream today. It is much appreciated. I thank you all. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Peace.